More on that story now. We're joined in studio by Willem L., Senior Training Coordinator at the Institute for Security Studies. Willem, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. So we listened to this story, a group of people allegedly with explosives, factory, unlicensed firearms, ammunition, apparently plotting to attack our malls, informal settlements and national key points. Should we be worried about terrorism in this country?
Good afternoon to you. Yes, I think we should be worried. You know, if you look back at our history since 1994, we saw in your previous discussion they discussed the Boeramag, and before that we had the Pagat movement, and before that we had 94 bombings just after the elections. And what is worrying is, you know, for these type of movements to operate in a country, the conditions must be conducive for them to operate. And also the driving factors. Why do these people, why are they angry? Why do they want to perpetrate these acts of terror? If they are persistent and they are there, then yeah, surely the indications are there that we might have some of these attacks.
So how does government actually get a control on this? And what does it say about our intelligence services in trying to find these so-called labs where people like this operate?
I must just say that we have to commend our intelligence services as well as the investigating officers. Behind the scenes, I think they put in a lot of hours, a lot of time and effort in order to protect us from these type of attacks. And it is not always easy for them to do that. I've been there for 28 years myself, and it's a daunting task that they have. And the fact that they actually managed to prevent these heinous attacks, I think it should be an accolade for them.
And just about groups like this operating in South Africa, is it pretty easy or not?
I think it's pretty easy. You know, South Africa is a big country. We've got a lot of people. We know that our security forces, intelligence services are under pressure because of various factors. And also we see that if for these groups to operate freely, you know, conditions must be conducive. The ISS is on record that conditions in South Africa are conducive for these groups to operate. We also on record that say normally it's not necessarily South African targets that might be attacked, but foreign targets. But as we saw in the indications with this movement is that they wanted to attack our national key points, the shopping malls, as well as the informal settlements. And doing so, we can see if you look at terror, acts of terror, they wanted to instill fear, they wanted to force change, or they want to force change by the innocent killing or the heinous killing of innocent people, of the public or non-combatants, if you look at your definitions. So yes, these people, I think we should be really, really fortunate that they stumbled on this, they investigated, and they made these arrests.
All right, thank you so much for your time and your insight. We appreciate it. That's Willem Els from the Institute for Security Studies.